Today I wanted to talk about ceremony systems. Let me flip this around. This is my ceremony system. Sometimes I use two Everse 8 depending on the crowd size, but most of the time this is all I use. An iPad, Everse 8, the Sennheiser EW-DX system, which is a dual wireless mic system in a half rack size. Right here is my mic stand for ceremonies that need a reader or a singer. That's available for them. I usually use a lavalier for the officiant. Sometimes I get brides requesting just a handheld mic on a mic stand for the officiant, so that's a possibility as well. Whatever the client wants. Now, this app here is basically the EV mixer. So this controls all the channels inside my Everse 8. And as you can see right now, I got my Evolve 50s inside, so that's why it's picking those up. So I can adjust those volumes if need to. But let's go into the Everse 8. As you can see here, you got your EQ. I always keep it pretty much flat. That's an overall mixer. Now I want to go into edit mixer. And now you can see I got each individual channel for the Everse 8. So I can unmute it and then bring it up and down. Now if you want to get more in depth, just go click on channel 1, 2, 3, whatever one you want to. And I have this set as a vocal mic. So 1 and 2 are set up as vocal mics. I can unmute them. I can mute them. I got my levels. You can adjust the levels. So basically same thing with the EQs. Just remember, whenever you need to adjust the EQ or the volume, you got to click on it first and then adjust it. Also, it offers ducking and echo and reverb, which is great for singers. So I'm able on the handheld mic to add echo. That's what the effects, I set it up as. So when you go here, you can go into your effects section and you get, 30, up to 30 effects. So I keep mine on echo and reverb because that's the one that gets, if it does get used, that's the effects that gets used the most. And once again, all you gotta do is click on your mics and you can add that echo and reverb. Just make sure to click on it and then you just scroll your finger up and down on the settings you want for the how much echo and reverb you want to add. And once again, same thing with the EQ, like the bass. You gotta go up and down to adjust the bass. I keep the bass really low, so that helps out a lot. All right, so what I also like about using the app, it has a split screen. So I can go in split view, go into DJay, and now I'm able to work the music for the ceremony. So I go into ceremony music, hit Wildest Dreams, boom. Now it's time for, let's say, the wedding party. This is a song for the parents. Now it's time for the wedding party, boom. And of course, you can always pause, set the song if you need to, hit the set, and then it would always reset to that. So boom, 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 like a cue. It's like a cue setting. So once again, this is the DJay app. I was even able to add an effects on the fader, so that way when I'm crossfading between songs, it gives me this effect that doesn't, that kind of mixes them in a way. Even though the BPMs don't match, it just blends them in a way that doesn't sound unnatural. It just sounds really good. I forgot what the effects is that I assigned to it. I'll have to look that up. But anyways, once again, this is the DJay app. You can split screen it with the Everse 8 mixer, and a digital mixer I should say. And that way you got your whole system right there. There is one thing I do want to touch on when it comes to wireless systems like the Sennheiser or Shure or whatever you're using. Remember, never do frequency scans till you get most of the guests seated. It's very imperative. If you want to mitigate as much as possible the interference and drops and whatever else that comes about with wireless, just do your frequency scans when you got most of the guests seated. So that's 5 to 10 minutes before the ceremony starts. Do your frequency scans. They're really easy to do. And then you mic up the officiant. And then you, put the handheld, the reader mic in the mic stand up there. So just remember that. It does no good to do frequency scans to an empty ceremony location. All right, or an empty room. Same thing with DJing. Just remember, never do a frequency scan to an empty room, an empty ceremony area, ceremony or reception. All right, it does no good. So you want the human bodies there when you're doing a frequency scan. And let me tell you, you want to see a lot of the issues that you've been having kind of disappear. Also, antennas make a big difference. If you can at least go from the 1/4 inch size wave antennas to half wave, you made a big leap and jump there. So just remember, changing your antenna's strength helps a lot, your reception strength there. So try to go with at least half wave antennas. If you can go full wave, do it. Just do it. This is set up with a half wave antenna. These are half wave antennas. I spread them out because the larger the antenna you go, the more distance you need to have between them. So that's why I jerry-rigged all this up on the optional shelf that comes with the Everse 8 speaker. And if you're kind of curious, this is my wire harness. This is the power line from the Everse 8 to the Sennheiser receiver. So that's how I power my receiver, with the DC out. And as you can see, I have my 2 XLRs. I wrap them in this sleeve that you can get on Amazon, and voila, boom, look at that. It works. Said I might have to add a second ceremony system where I'll run a 100-foot XLR cable to that, just in case the crowds are bigger. So if I'm dealing with over 150 guests, they'll get 2 speakers and stuff. So I've been very successful with this one speaker system for about 99% of the receptions we do. It's very rare we do anything over 150, 175 guests. So, but if I was to deal with that, I got that covered. All right. So if you once again, if you have any questions about the apps, the equipment, the setup, hit me up. Eddie out. Peace. Bye.